Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2020. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Ascendant, and Scorpio Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Scorpio, now onto your February 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Scorpio, is the Nine of Swords, but don't fret because you have two aces in this reading. So Nine of Swords is grieving the loss of a love relationship. It could be sleepless nights, headaches, migraine headaches, worriment, not feeling well, worrying about somebody else not feeling well. Could be even grieving the loss if something like a pet passed away or a person. So it could be grieving the loss. Or if you had like an argument with a family member or a sibling and you're grieving that loss. I feel like some of you have something going on where it's like feeling overwhelming to you. Your emotions are feeling overwhelming to you and feeling like you're on an emotional swing, and you may not be feeling like you can cope well. Like feelings of difficulty of coping emotionally comes up here. You may feel like you've been putting up with somebody else's boorish or bullyish behavior, or somebody's behavior that's trying to suffocate you or pin you down or keep you in some kind of box or locked in position. You may be hurt because you feel like you can't trust some people or a person around you right now, and you may feel like you've been taken for a ride or gotten scammed by something, someone, a group, a club, an organization, a company, an agency. It could be an individual even. There may have been some things that were left open for interpretation, and this may have actually hurt you, where you were like, oh, I feel like we're exclusive, but it wasn't nailed down that you were. So you find out that they're dating or seeing somebody else, and that hurt you. Or, oh, this policy or this thing is, there was no contract signed to spell out the parameters in something. It was kind of left open, and that ended up biting you in the butt in some way. Something that was left open-ended or not nailed down or not documented or had too many loose ends hanging. Some of you could just literally have something that you had pictured in your mind for a long time that you thought were going to turn out in a certain way, and now you're seeing the reality in February that it's not turning out that way. Now, I've said this in many videos. I'm going to say it right here to you. This could be happening to you a year from now, because I get emails. People do write under the comments and email me that things I said a year ago are happening to them now. So if you're cleaning or cooking and you're driving in your car and you can put YouTube on and you want to go back and listen to what I said to you a year ago for your sign, rising or sun sign, doesn't matter, either one, it could be happening to you right now. So what I'm saying to you now may happen in February, but your timeline is different for all the Scorpios listening to this because you don't have the same birth chart. You have a lot of anxiety over this situation, and it's kind of left you in a position where you feel like it's an unruly mess and you don't really know how to sort it out. Now, the unruly mess may be internally, your emotions may feel like an unruly mess and you don't know how to handle it or sort it out. But for some of you, it could be logistic things that feel that way to you. You have the Hierophant next, which is God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could also be higher education or higher learning, or some indication of spiritual teachings or religion could be happening now. If you're a religious person, I do feel that you're going to start really strongly turning to God and prayer. Whether you're religious or not, you can still turn to God and prayer if you're spiritual and you don't believe in a particular religion. And those of you that do believe in a particular religion, I feel you will be turning to that religion with prayer. This is a time, Scorpio, where you need to separate what's good for you and what isn't good for you. That applies to people in your life and also applies to jobs or situations. You have to see, is this helping me? Is this making me happy? Is this making me feel good? Or is it making me feel bad? And then if they're intertwined, you need to separate that from your life because you've got some stuff, people, groups, clubs, organizations, jobs, whatever, that are not healthy for you and are tearing you down or disrupting you. Could be a group of friends that you socialized with as well. You don't have all the answers yet that you are seeking. You don't have all the answers yet. You're working, some of the things you're doing, you're working on from a backwards motion, and you need to try to come at something from a different angle. You could be working at cross purposes with yourself. Maybe you're doing things the long way or the hard way, and there's an easier way to do what you're doing. Or some of the moves you're making in work or business or strategies of what you're doing end up being detrimental or counterproductive. So you may need to approach problems, whether they be work or personal or family. It doesn't really matter. The advice here is you need to approach things from a new perspective or a different angle. Times where you're going to feel better about whatever is kicking up here for you in this card, the Hierophant is saying April, May, June. That period of time, somewhere in there, you're going to start to feel like you're getting past whatever's disrupting you here in the Nine of Swords card. But keep in mind, like I said, this reading, this stuff could be happening to you a year from now. You're going to delve into some kind of subject or a course or something that's going to give you answers. This could be some book that you buy, that you learn something that's going to help you. It could be a webinar. It could be a seminar you attend. It could be a class you go to. It could be some kind of group that you're going to meet up with on a regular basis or not. But you're going to find some answers. There's some important information coming to you that you're going to be learning very soon. So the next card you have is your first ace. Yay! Ace of Swords, Scorpio. This is truth being revealed and victory. Sometimes the victory is because truth is revealed. Now, if I let these cards flip, which I don't need to, my guides are going to tell me whether these cards are positive or negative for you. That's why sometimes a positive card, people will be like, well, that didn't sound positive. Well, I don't let them flip. So keep in mind that sometimes a positive card doesn't sound good, but hopefully in your case it will. If you're going to have a whole line of people lining up to buy what you're selling. If you own your own business, or if you have a cottage industry and business that you run on the side, or you're going to start your own business, or you have products and services, if you're an entrepreneur or a public figure of some sort, you will have people that are going to be lining up for whatever you have. If you're dispensing knowledge, they're going to line up to get it. If you're dispensing products and services, they're going to line up to buy it. This is good for you. You could even get some kind of opportunity where somebody plucks you out of an audition room and says, Scorpio, I want you to be the star of our show. Or, Scorpio, we want you to be the spokesperson for our product. Or, Scorpio, out of all these candidates that applied for this job, we're picking you to get it. And it's a big job and it's going to do well. You're getting, also getting selected, picked out of a group, noticed, recognized, pinpointed. Even if it's not a job or a starring role in a play, this could also be you getting major acknowledgement and recognition for your work, for your business, for your efforts. Even if you had people that were under you before or peers to you that didn't really approve of you or applaud you or support you, they are going to start doing that. There will be a turnaround where if you felt like you were getting lack of support, there will be support. There's also some kind of new discovery of something that's going to push something through for you that you want to see happen. So maybe you're in a job where somebody's retiring and this is going to push you forward and you're going to move up the ladder. You'll get promoted. Some of you, this could be, maybe you have something that, some new medical technology or technology of another sort gets released to the public and is going to be new, and it's going to help you get something that you want. Maybe you need healing and this new medical technology is going to give you healing, or you want to develop something you're working on and advance it even further. There'll be something new that comes along that you're going to be able to utilize that is going to help you advance your job, your career, your business, or something personal for you comes up here as well. Now, you do have another ace in this reading, but in between the two aces, you have Seven of Rods. And Seven of Rods is taking the moral high ground. You could be taking the moral high ground in a situation. You could be keeping negative energies and communications at bay, or shutting the door on negative energy and communications coming at you. You could be closing the door on it or just holding them off. You're going to start to see the forest for the trees, and Scorpio, you're going to start to see who your real friends are. Your true friends will be revealing themselves to you. You may even start to realize how much time and energy you invested or gave over to the wrong people that weren't the right people for you to be hanging with or trusting. And I feel that you may even generate some kind of smoke screen where your enemies or people that are like against you won't be able to see or know exactly what you're doing. So I feel that some of you Scorpios are creating a smoke screen of subterfuge, which is going to help you. It's going to scramble your opponents or the naysayers or people that want to come at you with negative comments. They're not going to know exactly. You're going to mystify them in some way, or there'll be a smoke screen so it won't be clear. And this is a time for you Scorpios to really hold on strongly to what you've got and to not let people take it away from you. So if you have people that are always trying to use you or grasp at straws, like get things from you, your ideas, your work, your intellectual property, or your money or your things, this is a time for you to really stand strong and hold firm to what you've got. That's why also creating some kind of smokescreen where people don't really know, where they're unsure, like, is Scorpio staying or leaving? Is Scorpio moving? Is Scorpio developing some new business behind the scenes? Is Scorpio dating somebody new, or are they not? Is Scorpio married still, or are they divorced? Is Scorpio, whatever it is, you don't be so boldly outright letting people know what you're doing. You need to create some kind of, again, I'm calling it a smoke screen, because this is good to confuse or rattle, disarm, and waylay your competitors or people that have negative energy that they want to throw at you. You may even make people believe something that's the opposite is actually going on as a way to out people that you no longer trust or you want to expose. Think about that statement, Scorpio. It's important. So here's your next ace, Ace of Rods, new beginnings. Could be receiving an inheritance, starting a new job, starting a new love relationship, could be birth of a child, could be a new business starting, new beginnings of something here. Yeah, this is really a month or a year from now where you're going to really reap the benefits and gains. And if you're the person that they choose or run with or select, you're going to run with it. You could be getting nominated for a political office. You could be the one that, if you're in some group, club, or organization, that you become the chairperson, the leader of the group, or the head of the board, or like a strong leadership role here. Some of you are going to be traveling a lot in the year of 2020, and making good money from this travel you're doing is indicated. You may start holding meetings, groups, seminars, groups, meetings, councils. You may start leading one or heading one. People expect great things of you, Scorpio. And I feel that you're actually going to deliver it. You may even start to train, teach, educate, and help others, purposefully or inadvertently. Through what you're doing, you could actually be teaching, training, and educating others, and you're not realizing you're doing it. But that will be a good karmic feather in your cap. Some of you are intentionally doing it, and you know you're doing it. And that's still, either way, it's a good karmic feather in your cap. Some of you are receiving some kind of acknowledgement for some good deed or good works for something that you've done. This is going to give you a lot of strength and stamina and energy, and help buoy your spirits and invigorate your vitality and your energy to continue, progress, and move on. You're going to be inspired. This is giving you like it's igniting a flame or a fire in you. And some of you Scorpios are going to find in this year of 2020, or by next February of 2021, or in this month of February 2020, that some fortuitous things just sort of land in your lap. It's going to be, I feel like you're going to get some unexpected good surprises, like good fortune. It's coming your way here. And you had Ace of Swords and Ace of Rods. I know the Nine of Swords is a sucky way to start the whole story, but you kind of made up for it with some of the other things here. So try not to get too bollocksed by that first card. Now, I apologize, Scorpio. I did not have my gemstone crystals with me when I did the readings in January. I was not in my normal location. So I promised I would do them this month. So for Scorpio, what is the best gemstone crystal for Scorpio to use and work with in February 2020? Spirit guides, best gemstones for Scorpio. You got clear quartz. Clear quartz. And that is what this is, clear quartz. So clear quartz is like a computer. It holds a lot of universal knowledge and information. So this may be helpful for you in February. It's going to be a stone that's going to aid you when you need to have patience. If you need to strategize or devise new plans, having a quartz crystal, and gazing at it while you're sitting at a desk, at your computer, or sitting at a table or a desk, and you have pen and paper in hand, and you want to write down certain things, I think it would be very beneficial. They're acting like you gazing at it is going to inspire you. You're going to channel some really good plans and ideas. Oddly enough, I also hear this is going to, wearing quartz crystal, bracelet, or pendant, having it next to your skin. It's always good to have it touch your skin. It's actually going to improve and enlighten your appearance. I'm not saying you don't look good now, Scorpio. Don't take it that way. But it's going to do something or change something about your aura. And you wearing quartz, they're going to go, wow, what are you doing, Scorpio? I can't figure it out. Did you change your hair? Or You wearing different makeup, or is that a different outfit? Like new clothes? Like what's up with you, Scorpio? Like people are going to start to feel like you are emanating light, brighter light, and that you look better. It's also a stone that's going to help you get very in tune with your true intentions of what you want to achieve. What are your true goals? What do you truly want to achieve? If you've had like mixed up clarity about that, this stone is going to help you know your true intentions and goals. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you, Scorpio, for watching. I do truly appreciate that. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe if you would like to get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. I want to give you a heads up. YouTube sent me a message. I said this before in January. I'm going to say it again here, that they will be deleting subscribers from my account that are dormant or inactive. I heard another YouTuber I follow, a guy on YouTube, he does not do psychic readings or astrology, totally different thing. He said the same thing, so I'm assuming other YouTubers are getting this message as well. So if you're suddenly not getting notified when my videos come up or somebody else you follow's videos come up, please resubscribe or check and see if you're still subscribed. Now, as I always say, you're probably tired of hearing me say it, but all the videos I record that are special video series of psychic messages for my Vimeo on-demand channel, those links are always below my videos in the description box in the Show More section below the videos. And those links are also on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. You go to the videos tab on my menu and you'll see all the video series I have listed, what cards I used, whether I used the crystal or oracle cards or tarot or combination, how long the predictions are for, and you can read that description. You choose the sign you want, click on that, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, some of the video series I have listed, as always, in the beginning of every month, I do psychic crystal readings. So the psychic crystal readings for February 2020 for each sign of the zodiac, that link is below this video, which is a continuation of this reading. When I stop recording this YouTube reading, I go on and record the crystal reading and give you additional messages and predictions from my spirit guides for the month of this month, February 2020. The other video series most recently recorded is my Jupiter in Capricorn Psychic Tarot, Oracle card, and crystal reading from December 2019 through December 2020. So it's a year's worth of predictions because, yes, Jupiter has moved out of Sagittarius and is now in Capricorn. So if you want to see with those three divination tools, tarot, oracle card, and crystal readings, you might be interested to see how that will affect your sun sign, and you might even want to watch your rising sign. The other two video series I have below this video are sister videos to each other in a way. They're about the eclipses. The first video series is the solar eclipse in Capricorn, December 26, 2019, Psychic Tarot and Crystal Reading. The other video series for the eclipses are the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, January 10th, 2020, Psychic Tarot and Crystal Reading for that eclipse. Remember, eclipses bring changes, beginnings, and endings. So if you want to see what changes, beginnings, and endings were affecting your life for a 6-month time period from December 26, 2019, and from January 10th, 2020, you might want to check those videos out. And if you would like to donate to my channel to help support this channel, there's a donation button below all those video links. I had requests from very kind viewers that asked me in December if I had a donation link, and I did not, so I created one. So if you would like to help support the channel, you can donate at that link. It is connected to PayPal. And if you would like to receive more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef, LLC. And they're both on Facebook. And on Instagram, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. And also you can follow me on Twitter at The Lucky Mermaid. I pull oracle cards, tarot cards, use the crystal, angel cards, sacred geometry cards, animal totem cards, on and on. You never know what it's going to be over there. And those predictions are not just for the day I post them. Many times they're for a month out, a couple months out, a couple weeks out. And people do find they resonate with them, and you might as well. So you might want to check me out on my social media pages. So I hope you have an absolutely fabulous month of February, Scorpio. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.